Welcome to Roughing It with Ruth, the channel where everything is a bit rough around the edges. In this video, I'm going to show you how I cook one of my favorite dinners for camping and backpacking, and that is an Asian-style noodle curry. So this is a cooked meal, so you are going to need some way to heat up your food. I've got a gas canister stove and a pot. I'm using a fairly large pot because this does make a fairly large quantity of food the way that I am cooking it. Then in terms of ingredients, you're obviously going to need some kind of noodles. I'm using some ramen noodles, but you could get even quicker cooking noodles like rice noodles or something like that that only require boiling water if you want to simplify things a bit. Then you're going to need some type of veggies. I have carrots and a bell pepper tonight, that you can use whatever you like. Bell peppers and carrots last quite long, so you could even take them on a backpacking trip. Then you're going to need some coconut milk. I didn't have a can of coconut milk in my cupboard, I only had coconut cream, but I would recommend going for coconut milk. If you're going on a backpacking trip, you should get the powdered dehydrated version, which I can usually find at my local Asian supermarket. Then you're going to need some kind of protein. Today I'm using smoked mussels, but you can use tuna, you can use biltong, you can use dehydrated chicken, whatever you want. And then the seasoning. I really like adding Thai curry paste. And if you don't like something that's hot, you could use something like miso paste, which is that thing that has the green clip on it over there. Or you could just use like powdered ginger, powdered garlic, and powdered onion. And of course, lastly, definitely need some salt and pepper so that people can season things to their taste. Because I only want to make one pot dirty with this recipe, I'm first going to cook up my noodles and then I'm going to start preparing the curry. Okay, so my water's boiling, so I'm just going to put my noodles in. And I'm just going to cook those for like 3 or 4 minutes. And then as soon as the noodles are done, I'm going to transfer them into my eating bowls so that I can use this pot again to cook the curry part of this dish. So I've turned off my stove now, and I'm just going to set this aside for the moment because I now need to chop my vegetables and transfer them into my cooking pot. The bell pepper and the carrots have already been washed, and if you want to make life even easier for yourself, you can pre-chop them at home. But if you do that, for a backpacking trip in particular, just keep in mind that that makes their shelf life go down. The longest shelf life that vegetables have are when they're uncut, unwashed, just kept cool. And there's no real specific size or shape that you need to cut your vegetables into. This recipe is incredibly forgiving. You can just chop them up and it'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the stove again, and I've just got my vegetables inside of my pot, and I'm just going to sort of half steam them for maybe like 2 minutes or so. So now I'm going to add my coconut milk. In this case it's coconut cream, but I do recommend that you use coconut milk instead. I'm just going to give that a little bit of a stir, and then I'm just going to kind of add all the rest of my ingredients. It's not really a particular order that I do it in. This is the Thai red curry paste, and I'm going to put a fair amount of this in. Obviously, the more you put in, the hotter it's going to be, and if you don't like spice at all, then you can not put any kind of curry paste or spices in. And I've also got my mussels that I'm going to put in here. And I think I am also going to put a bit of miso paste with this, because I find that putting salt with this recipe is very useful. You can also use soy sauce if you want to add a bit of salt. That also works really well. I don't have soy sauce with me, but miso paste is also very salty. And then lastly, I've got some onion powder, garlic powder, and ginger powder. And I'm just going to do a little bit of each in here as well. Okay, so I'm just like cooking everything together, and I'm just going to taste a little bit of this to check the spice levels. Okay, I think I'm definitely going to add a little bit more miso paste because I feel like it needs some more salt. Okay, so now I haven't been cooking this for long. another 2 minutes maybe, just to kind of let all the ingredients dissolve, and I'm just going to dump my noodles straight in here. I cannot wait to eat this. I'm extremely hungry right now. And there you have my Asian style noodle curry. It is one of my absolute favorite meals. I even cook this at home. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you try this out and what you think of it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to see more from me, then you can click on my channel name to see videos that I've made in the past, or you can subscribe to my channel to see videos that I'm going to make in the future.